here we go. Here comes the trip. I gotta clean this up, but I forgot a razor blade, of course, of all things, but it's almost empty. There's a gas station basically on the other side of the road. And as of yet, it seems to be okay. It drives, it brakes, I mean, the battery in it is brand new. It was dead, but it's brand new. One of the guys, the Uber driver that I had, he was just in front of me, you just saw him. He actually got the, like one of the tow guys to bring his jump box over. So, hey, I've got a brand new battery in the trunk I can take back. Because the battery in this thing is brand spanking new from Mazda. So I am super confused as to what happened with this thing. It looks like it might have a slight pull in the steering wheel, but, you know, that's not that big of a deal. Anyway, I'll set this up once while I'm filling it up with gas and making sure that I'm not gonna like run out of fuel. So this is what we got. The tires are good, but getting worn out. They're good for this trip, but I'll have to replace them. Brakes are good, under the hood is good. All that stuff. It's been sitting for about 3 weeks, so, but this is the damage it was quoted to have. Big deal, a couple clips. For being in Ohio its whole life, it's clean. Well, I don't know if it's been in Ohio its whole life, but it's been here. Hey, we're full. 10.8 gallons and $37. Let's see how far this makes it. I'm gonna drive to probably local like Walmart or something if I can find one, because I would like to get that off the windshield. I don't have a razor blade. I'm trying to think of another way I've got that I could take it off. I got a screwdriver, but it's not that big of a screwdriver. All right, so update. I have gotten the stuff off the window. Car did not restart. Battery was not charged enough to restart it, so I had to get a jump from the auto parts store. Unfortunately, it's difficult to camera all the stuff while trying to be polite and everything all at the same time. So, got that all handled. Got a call while I was at the auto parts store. Hey, we do have the convertible top that was pictured. Can you know, if you're not too far, you can come back and get it. So, I'm driving 2 miles back. Not really out of the way either, because like I would be driving back this way anyway, at least 1.5 miles to the interstate, to get back on the interstate. So I gotta drive back that way anyway, so I'm only driving like an extra 1/2 mile to get back there. But hey, it's a 5-mile test drive. I still have the traction light on and the tire pressure light on right now. I need to look at the other tires and see. I know that the left front is good now. It was low. It had like 15 pounds of air in it, so I put more in it. The factory air compressor, the air doohickey thingy, that pumps up your tires, that blows air in there, it was still in the back of the car, but it was using some really weird lingo like bar. I don't know why you would put bars in your tires. It doesn't make any sense to me. But yeah, so we went off of the looks of it and made sure it was good, and she seems to be okay. All right, about ready to hit the road. I'll have to show a video of it later that I took, but I got a free top with the car. It's in the passenger seat now, a little tight. Bought this car for $2,950. Has a brand new Mazda OEM top in it. They spent $3,757.07. I got a top at an $800 discount and a Miata for free. Tell me that ain't a win. So about to hit the road now. I'm gonna start time lapsing. Got the video all hooked up, had to drive back over here. Got the window clean, got all that stuff done. Check the tire pressures. Tire pressures are good. Tire pressure light is off. The only light on the dash I currently have is the traction control light, but that's only on because the ABS hadn't done its cycle yet from the battery being dead. You know, obviously it was still dead whenever I went to O'Reilly's, so it didn't come back yet. But if it starts on my next fuel stop, then it should theoretically be off. But I'm not super worried about traction control anyway because, well... All right. Let's hit the road, alrighty? Let's get this trip going. Let's make it back to North Carolina. 7.5 hours. It is currently 1:30, so I should be home by 9 p.m. as long as I have no mechanical failures and everything. I don't have anything to drink though, so I might have to stop and get something to drink and or eat. Well, I will have to get something to eat, but about the biggest complaint is that I have a convertible top sitting in my passenger seat, so I can't really see out my blind spot on the right hand side, but it's not like I really can anyway. I can still see my passenger mirror, and I can't look out my back rear view mirror, so I guess that's a problem. But considering everything, as long as I'm cruising on the interstate, it should be okay. To I decided to look at the invoice and look up the body shop that it went to, which was Cadillac Body Shop. It's basically a whole automotive group with the Mazda dealership and the Cadillac dealership and the GMC dealership, like all them, right? Talked to them, they're like, yeah, it was in here only like 3 weeks ago. And I'm like, yeah, and I just bought it at auction. And she's like, yeah, I can see the invoice of where, like the top. So basically, the soft top on this car totaled this car. Also, the gentleman, I've got a little bit of back and forth on if he was the original owner or not. So, but for sure, he at least bought it in 2014. He's had it since 2014, so he's had it for 8 years. That's why it's been taken care of so well. I'm just a little confused as to why I have the top sitting in the passenger seat with me, and they didn't fix the car. Because or keep the top. It's a brand new top. It's like probably like an hour job to replace the top, maybe 2 hours, because it's got the frame and everything. They've got all the maintenance history. They're going to see about sending me all the history to my email, and hopefully I get all that and see everything that's been done to it. But yeah, I mean, I wasn't expecting the first time I've ever done a fly-in trip to go, I wouldn't say well, because I mean the trip's not over, but to have this good of a purchase, I expected to basically buy this thing and look underneath it and see it be rotted out, or to have like a ton of damage on it, or something where it was just, it looked better in pictures than it was in person. I've had that happen more times than I can count. So to have one that is actually nice inside is amazing. But sorry about the vibration, you know, Miata life, a little bit shaky. So back to time work. Well, I'm about halfway home right now. I've got about 30 miles till I hit the halfway point. So far, the car's been pretty good. My butt's gotten a little hurt. But, you know, what else can you say? I haven't gotten out of the car since I got in it at the yard to get the top, so 230 miles going straight right now. I'm gonna have to stop for gas here probably in the next 100 miles or so. Then I'll get out and stretch my legs then and go to the bathroom and stuff like that. And then we will finish off the trip from there. Shut it off just because I don't want to have to worry about if the battery's actually dead or not. It probably has come back, but I would rather wait until I get to Charlotte and shut it off. Hopefully the car doesn't get stolen because I gotta go inside and pee. Hopefully. Going to Hicksville. Sounds like a fantastic place. I need to bust out my banjo. To the loves, to the loves. Do you loves me? Because I loves you. invited to dinner by a buddy, whose name is Brandon. And my brother's actually coming as well, and his wife. So everybody in our little group chat that we have was invited, but of all of them, only 2 of them basically decided, yeah, let's go. So I don't want to hear any TFTIs, because they were all TFTI'd. But, I mean, yeah, it's been a pretty good drive. I haven't had any issues. I still haven't shut the car off, so I guess we're going to find out here pretty soon if the battery's actually going to hold the charge now. I've got just under 2 miles until this thing rolls 172K, though. So, fancy. But yeah, it's been real and it's been fun, but has it been real fun? I don't know. I would say yes. It's been real fun too. Real fun and fun. So, to find a parking spot. Oh, there's more people here than I thought there were. I didn't know who was coming. Apparently I was wrong. Oops. Don't want to hit the Mazda speed. It's kind of difficult to back up when you don't really have good use of your mirrors and or your rear window. They're kind of blocked. It's like I can't get it in the spot right. It's also angled, so that makes it difficult. I think a Miata would be able to park. So damn small. Apparently not. Alright. Anyway. Good evening, everybody. I will make video later. Alright. Last little bit of the drive. These people want me to sell the car, and I literally just got it. I like it a lot. I don't particularly want to sell it. We'll see. Everything's for sale for enough money, but I still don't particularly want to sell it. So. Anyway, let's do the last little bit of this drive. So, I have been back from the trip actually about a week and a half now. I've actually picked up another NC since this, which has been kind of crazy. Haven't been able to do the outro of the video yet. Finally sat down and editing it. Actually sitting here doing editing right now. Obviously the car drove back completely fine. The biggest issue, or the most annoying issue that I had with it was just slight vibration from the tires being old, out of balance. I've since replaced them. I've also replaced the top. I've got another video that's coming with that stuff. But yeah, it was a great trip. Spent about $60 in fuel. The flight up and then the Uber, I want to say I probably spent a total of about $300. $350, something like that. But I know I would have spent, you know, $300 alone just in fuel in my truck. So it's kind of nice to not have to do that, because the second NC trip that will be up was not as good. The NC wasn't the problem, though. Well, that's another story for another day. But yeah, it was fun. I will definitely be doing it more often. You know, probably have more videos like this, hopefully. It'd be nice to not do it all by myself all the time. Luckily, I had a buddy that was with me last time on this last trip that was a big pain in the butt, but it's definitely interesting. He can't go regularly ever because he has a 9 to 5, and yeah, so he actually had to call out of work because of the issues from that trip. Just a whole plethora of problems. But yeah, so this one is how I would wish all of them would go. I mean, maybe I would like a little bit more of an interesting arc to it, because I mean, basically it's just a car trip, realistically. But the fact that I didn't know anything about the car, and it's an auction vehicle, so there is more backstory on the car. But basically, yeah, this car was totaled because of a soft top. $5,500 soft top. I've actually spoken to somebody ironically tonight, and they say that the job to replace the top is quoted at 8 hours. It does not take 8 hours. It's like an hour to an hour and a half max. I have a video of that coming, or at least part of it coming. I think part of it actually got corrupted and lost part of it, unfortunately. So, yeah. Leave a comment or thought that you would think. I've been looking at some other cars. Maybe you guys have some other cars that are, you know, in the $10,000 area that you would think would be fun. I'm always up for something interesting to do, and I'm wanting to do more of this. So, later.